This is Jeff. Welcome back to Bitcoin Analysis, the whole picture. Today we're going to talk about gold and silver and Bitcoin and Litecoin and what the correlation is between gold and silver and the correlation between Bitcoin and Litecoin. First of all, why are we talking about Bitcoin and Litecoin? Well, for those of you that don't know, Litecoin has kind of been considered the silver to Bitcoin as gold. So if Bitcoin is gold in the world of crypto, Litecoin has been kind of like the silver of crypto. So that's why we're going to talk about those two. I'm going to kind of skip over the fundamentals and sentimentals today. The fundamentals are still very strong. The sentimentals are weak, and the technicals are weak. And I'm going to get into why I think the technicals are weak. Give you some new tools, some new ideas to look at and see if we can determine where the price of Bitcoin is going next. Okay, what I've done here is I've put up a chart. This is gold on the left and silver on the right. And before I start talking about this too much, what I want to say is that whenever you have a new rally starting in the market, you're going to see the safer, the more respected, well-known assets are going to be the ones that your blue chips. Those are going to be the ones that start to get bought first, and they start to move up first. And then your more speculative, not so sure about, kind of iffy assets. Those are going to be the ones that get bought later, as the market really starts to heat up. And the inverse of that is true, in that the more risky assets are the ones that get sold off first. So between gold and silver, gold would be the go-to. That's the one that people see as that's kind of like the final answer on money right now. And second to that would be silver. But there's still questions in people's mind. Is silver really going to rally like gold will? We don't know. So it definitely rallied later than gold. So where gold started its ascent was back in August of 2018. And that's where gold started to go up again. But silver didn't start to go up until November of 2018. So what we see is, though, that both of these are kind of like at a top in the market right now. We've set new highs for multi years. Gold and silver have not been as high as they are right now. There's a lot of speculation going on right now with the tariffs and all that, the FOMC, the interest rates. So there's some uncertainty. And what we see here is that silver has definitely been selling off today. Now, gold, on the other hand, was kind of doing okay until just about an hour or two ago, and then it started selling off also. We started seeing some weakness here. Now, if you come down here and you look at this green line, this is the relative strength index. And you can see that this has just been moving down for weeks now. So this is what we call bearish divergence, where we have the relative strength index is moving down, but the price is still moving up. One of these is wrong, and I'm willing to bet that the price is just kind of overdone right now, and we're going to see a correction. We can see the same thing in silver. Silver was kind of late in this rally, coming back up, but it's going to be the first one down, and you can see that it's definitely making a stronger move down right now. All right, well, let's take a look at Bitcoin and silver and see what we can glean from this information. So, again, looking at Bitcoin, looking at Litecoin rather, over here on the. Let me switch over here to a pointer. Looking at Litecoin over here on the right, we see that it's been selling off for 2 days now. It started yesterday. Bitcoin's still going up. Well, how do we know that Litecoin is kind of a leading indicator here? Well, for one, back on what was it, June 22nd, 22nd, 23rd, Litecoin. Let me switch back over here so I can get right on the money here. Okay, so it was June 23rd is where we saw Litecoin sell off. It topped on June 22nd. But if you look over on the left at Bitcoin, we can see that Bitcoin kept going up for 4 more days. And it topped on June 26th. And it didn't begin its sell off until 4 days after Litecoin did. So now that we see that Litecoin's been selling off for 2 days now, do not be surprised if this candle right here that we're on today for Bitcoin, if that turns red, and we end up with something that looks just like this one over here. And then probably the weekend we may see a sell-off. So the RSI also is looking very weak. So when we have the RSI just generally moving down, but the price is going up, there again we call that bearish divergence, and one of these is wrong. So the strength of the market is not there. The price action does not seem natural to me. It seems almost deliberate, the way that it's moving up right now. So I just want to put this out there, give you guys something to think about, some tools to use to kind of gauge whether we think Bitcoin is really going up or if it's going to come back down. So just be careful with your crypto investments. And if you have comments, questions, suggestions, please leave me a note. I appreciate it. Thanks. Have a good one.